So this girl has recently gotten her nose done. She got her nose done. Her first nose, I would say she looked really adorable. I don't know how old she is, but it's kind of that thing where how Nicki Minaj went and got her butt done, and I think she got a nose job too. And it's just like when you can tell the difference of her before and after because I'm like, oh, she was so young, she would never be able to know how, you know, how the nose would even develop to fit her later on in life. So when it comes to plastic surgery and stuff like that, I feel like it should be done at a age where you fully know, like, okay, this is not for me. Because like this girl, she was like what? She seemed like she was 35, and that's still not old enough to actually, be like, okay, I need a nose job. Maybe just like in the one image, I think I would actually do this. Okay, so I would do how the old woman went and got her face lifted. She went and got a facelift, and she looked younger. So I feel like that is when you should go ahead and make any changes to your body that you feel you need to make and you're not happy with. Because just that facelift at an older age, it's like you're already sad that you're about to pass. So why not go ahead and, do something to actually make you enjoy yourself, enjoy your appearance at a old age. Let me go get this facelift and let me look younger and let me live a little bit longer physically. Let me replenish let me get that confidence back in myself at an old age. That is something different. That is something new, and that is something I would do. But as for the nose job, like I said, I wouldn't do it. I don't care how insecure I am. I can say I didn't like my nose. I didn't because I feel like I had a pig nose. I was like, when I was younger and I was looking in the mirror, I was always like this. I'm like, how would I look without a nose? Like, why do people need noses? Like, noses is just so unattractive. It just, it brings, it's like casting a shadow on everything else. Like, you're in the way, so I never actually liked noses. And I had a piercing right here. I had a piercing right there. It made me feel better, but it didn't help me to the point where I know like I said, sometimes God puts you in a position where you can't do nothing about it because God knows what you will do if the resources are available to you. I know, my child, what you are going to do, so therefore I'm putting you in this position because I know you won't give yourself a chance. You will not give yourself a chance to bloom into the flower that I created you to be if I give you access to this. If I give you access to this, you will not grow the way I want you to grow. So therefore, I have to put you in a position where you have no access because honestly, now I'm saying because it's not available to me and I'm learning how to accept my imperfections and I'm learning how to grow and I'm learning how to just bear with my flaws, accept my flaws. Since I'm learning this, it's like I don't have no other choice but to speak the truth and, speak my opinion from where I am because this is how I learn. But according to her, like if I was in her position, I can't fault her because like I said, I probably would do the same thing. I would probably get my freckles removed. When I was younger, I would get my mole removed and therefore I would have no other choice but to not accept. Well, I actually accepted my mole in high school because everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. My bully was actually sitting next to me, and um, she was like, "Is that real?" I was like, "Yes, it's real." She was like, "It's not real." And then why she came to school putting a mole on her face. And then my sister put a mole on her face because she loved my mole. And then I started seeing everybody getting piercings with the mole right there. I'm like, okay, I guess you ain't so bad. So I kept my mole, and I've been accepted that. So it's like I wouldn't change my mole, but I can say I probably would get surgery on my neck to where I wouldn't have my freckles. Um, so yeah, and I feel like this is my freckles is what makes me authentic because it's only on half of my neck and not the other side. So this is definitely rare. You ain't gonna see nobody else with this, and I guess it's meant for me to live with. But like I said, yes, I would probably do that in her, but like if that's something that I would probably do. But at the same time, it's just like when I looked, I'm like, hold on, you know, why get a different nose if you're going to put makeup on it? You know, the way she put makeup on her nose is the same way your nose will look with the plastic. You know, I kind of looked, I'm like, hold on. You want your nose to look like a makeup job, but then you still put makeup on your nose, so where is you progress? Where's there any progress? How is that even helping you at all? If I make a change, I'm making a change to prevent me from going and putting makeup on my face because I don't like putting makeup on my face, you know. I'm perfect the way I am, so I accept me for the way I am, so I'm not going to put no makeup on my face. But if you go and get a nose job and then you're still putting on makeup, what's the point of you getting a nose job in the first place? You know, that kind of just twisted something. I mean, I'm like, what? Now that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Why go and get something if you still plan on covering it up? And you still got a nose piercing. I'm like, what is the point? You know, I feel like, okay, so you didn't like your nose last time, and you didn't have a nose piercing. I mean, you had a nose piercing. I get that because you didn't like your nose, so you needed something to just, you know, make you feel confident about yourself. So then you go and get a nose, and then you still get a nose piercing. Like that nose ain't even enough. So therefore, you still not happy with yourself. It wasn't the nose. If it wasn't the nose, then what was it? You know, what is it? What is it about yourself that you don't like? Because obviously it's not the nose, and you just wasted all that money. You just wasted all your time on changing your appearance when you still don't accept yourself, or, you know, you don't accept yourself. But that is my new perspective on ever getting any changes in your life or any changes. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to bloom. Allow changes to happen. Allow it. And then later on, if you still, I mean, if I mean, at this point, you may not care, but if you just feel like you need something to pick you up, you know, because you know it's about that time, and you're older and you're grown and you're a grown woman and you older to the point where you're elderly, you're an old woman, then go ahead and get that facelift, because I feel like that's something I would do, honestly. And I might be put in the position again where God gonna, you know, make me, is gonna humble me, and I'm not gonna get the opportunity to even get to that point in my life where I'm not gonna get the opportunity. You know, I'm gonna be put in a situation where I ain't gonna have access to the plastic surgeon as an old lady. Because guess what? God don't approve, and now that I'm speaking it, it might not happen for me. Because that's just the way life is for me. When I know I'm gonna do something, or when I know I make out this plan, or I already see it, it finds its way of kind of humbling me and putting me in a place where it's not even available. Because sometimes God will say no. You can see that girl do it. You can see that person do it. But if God don't approve, you're not going to get that chance to do it. No matter how much money in the world you got or where you at, if God don't approve, it's going to be something about you, even something maybe in your spirit, that is going to become obedient and say, okay, I can't do this because God is telling you no. But yeah, so yeah, that's my little perspective on that. And I will talk to y'all later. Gotta go finish cleaning up my home. See y'all later. Bye.
Literally just eating a sandwich, and I zoned out. Like, I'm zoned out eating a sandwich, and then all of a sudden I just came back to like my sense of being the ocean, and I realized I'm really just sitting here
Okay,
eating a
but did
sandwich.
y'all get that? She said, by the end of the day, I realized that I'm just eating a sandwich. It's been many times where I was, panicking. I was paranoid from, thinking of something's going to happen. And sometimes it's just like you got to pay attention to the moment. You got to realize where you're at. You have to realize where your hands are. What are you doing in that moment in the midst of you panicking? You know. So yeah, that actually hit home for me. That hit home. I'm like, wow, that is so true. It's like whenever you feel like you're worrying or you're panicking or you're in panic mode, it's like sometimes you just gotta pause and be aware of your present moment. Be aware of your existence. Take awareness to your existence. Those thoughts can be going on, but you paying attention, but at the same time, it's just like kind of redirecting the conversation. Yeah, I'm listening to you, man. I'm listening to what you got to say, but this sandwich is real good right now. You know, and you feeling, you just paying attention to your body. It's good. Pay attention to the taste. You know, take yourself out of your mind just for a minute and become aware. Be aware of what's going on in front of you, and you'll realize, just like she said, oh, I'm just eating a sandwich. I'm just eating a sandwich because that's what I'm actually doing. As everything is, as all of this fear is, kind of clouding your judgment, and you're kind of panicking. You, by the end of the day, I'm just eating a sandwich. And I love how she talked about the waves in the ocean too. At first I didn't get it, but then she was like, the waves, all of this going on around me. Basically, the waves is the chaos, the vibe, the energy, the drama, the arguments, and you just sitting there. I'm the ocean, I'm still, I'm calm, and I'm just here. I am not the waves, I'm the ocean. The waves is all the different vibrations, but me, I'm just the ocean, you know. Sometimes you just gotta see that you're not that. You're not there, but you're here. Even though y'all in the same, scenery, it's the same environment, you're not that. You're this. Although you look a lot like that, you're actually this, you know? So, yeah, I just wanted to speak on that. And I'm going to finish doing what I'm doing. Obviously, I had to stop for a moment and kind of just, you know, digest that moment, because that right there is food for the soul, food for the spirit, and I had to eat that real fast. I had to grab that real fast because she's speaking the truth. So yeah.